Welcome all. The topic of discussion is knapsack problem. The knapsack problem belongs to the category of greedy algorithms. Now let us see what is a knapsack problem. In the knapsack problem, the meaning of the knapsack is a bag. Obviously the bag over here has got some carrying capacity. Bag is always there to fill the objects into it, so we are given some inputs and we are given n objects. Now every object in our problem has two values associated with it. One is the weight value, another is the profit value. And what is the problem? What we have to do? We have to fill the knapsack. We have to put that objects into that knapsack in such a way that the profit value of all included objects is maximized. Means we have to include the objects into the bag and we earn some value, that is a profit value. So we have to ultimately increase the profit value of included objects into the bag. We can carry the object in fractional part also. Means either we will be having three different ways. Either we decide not to carry that object, either we will carry that object totally, or we can carry that object in the fractional parts also. Let us see one example. The example is we are given the knapsack problem with three objects. The carrying capacity of the knapsack is 20 and the profit values are 25, 24 and 15 for three objects, and it is 18, 15 and 10 for the all three objects. Now let us try to solve this problem now. Okay. So what do we have? We have the knapsack problem. What are the inputs? The input is n is equals to 3 and the m is the carrying capacity of the bag is 15. What is the profit vector? The profit vector is 25, 24 and 15, and the weight vector is, you have the weight vector as 18, 15 and 10. We solve this particular problem with three different ways. Three ways we have to solve. The last way give us the actual optimal solution. The way number one is as per profit, means as per maximum profit. Okay, let us tabulate the values. x1, x2 and x3 indicate the fractional parts or the part or the weight of the objects that are being carried. Every time we have to see whether the weight are within the limits or not. So this value gives us the weight of included objects and the profit of all included objects. So first strategy is as per maximum profit, because ultimately what we wanted to do, we wanted to increase the value of the profit of all included objects. So what we do, we select the objects as per the profit value. Now the maximum profit, we select the maximum profit out of this. The maximum profit out of this is 25. So we select this object first. Then what is the weight of that object? It is 18. So 18 we have already carried, so left we are only 2. So what is the next highest profit value? The next highest profit value is our 24. We have to select the 24 now. But what is the weight? The weight is 15. But how much is the carrying capacity left? It is only 2. So we can carry the fractional part of this object, that is 2 by 15. And we are not left with any value for carrying any capacity for carrying the third object. So it is the total weight of included object is 20. And what is the PIXI? PIXI means we will have to calculate it. What is it? Is 25 into 1 plus 2 by 15 into 24 plus it is 0. So when we find out all these things, we get it as 28.2. Okay. Now let us solve the same problem with option number 2 or way number 2. The way number 2 is minimum weight. Let us write the weight vector and the profit vector once more. The weight vector is, our weight vector is 18, 15 and 10, and the given profit vector is 25, 24 and it is 15. Now it is again x1, x2 and x3. And we have to find out, we have to see whether we satisfy the weight requirements and whether we satisfy the profit requirements. We have to see the profit is maximized. So minimum weight. Now what is the minimum weight out of this? It is 10. So we'll carry the first object totally. Okay. What is the carrying capacity of the bag? It was 20. How much we have taken? 10. So left is 10 only. Which is the second minimum weight? It is 15. But how much carrying capacity left is? 10. So we can carry 10 by 15. It comes out to be 0.66. We are not left with only weight for carrying first object. This is 20, and what is the profit value? Profit value we will get by 0 into 25 plus 0.66 into 24. See, but it is Pi by Xi. How we get it as first object? It is 0. Second, 0.66 into 24, profit of second, and it is 1 into profit of third, that is 15. So when we find out this, we get the value as 31. Okay, let us solve by way number 3. Way number 3 is as per Pi by Xi. Pi by Xi. What is Pi? Our Pi is how much? Pi is, we'll write it once more, 25, 24 and 15. And what is our Wi? It is 18, 15 and 10. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out Pi by Xi. It is 25 by 18, comma 24 by 15, comma 15 by 10. This comes out to be, when we find out these values, it comes out to be 1.38, 1.6 and 1.5. Now as per this values, we have to do the allocation now. Again, let us plot x1, x2, x3. It is Wixi and Pixi. Okay, what is this? We have to select the maximum value out of this now. The maximum value out of this, all these three, is 1.6. So we will select 1.6 first. What is the weight of second object? It is 15. It is 15 weight of object. How much we are left? 20 minus 15, we are left with only 5. Which is the next maximum over here now? It is 15. 1.5, sorry. It is 1.5. So object number 3. What is the weight of object number 3? It is 5. It is 10. But we are left with only 5. So 5 by 10, we get it as 0.5. And we are not left with any chances for including object number 1. Obviously, we get this at 20. And when we do this, we get it as 0 plus 1 into 24 plus 0.5 into 15. When we find out this, we get 31.5. And which is actually the maximum out of all three ways we have calculated this Pixi. See, in option number 1, we got it as 28.2. In option number 2, we got it as 31.0. And in option number 3, we got it as 31.5. Okay. So, what is our solution? Our solution to this particular problem is, we are going to fill the objects. The fractional part is 0. Then first or second object we have to take totally, and third object we have to take half. And what is the profit value that we have earned over here? It is 31.5. Okay. So this is the optimal answer. So here we have seen how we can solve a particular problem using the knapsack way, or knapsack. It is a knapsack problem, and how we solve it is using the greedy strategy. Thank you.